welcome back to the 12 Days of Foundation. It is day number 12, believe it or not. It is the last day of this saga. Hopefully you're not too sick of seeing my face. I plan on doing a roundup in early January. I'll either rank my foundations from best to worst, or just do a whole roundup and let you know what I really liked, what's continuing to work for me, what's something I'm not really going to reach for anymore, so that way you'll get a good idea of everything I've tested. If you'd like to see that just on previous oily skin diaries in general, let me know down below. But I asked you guys on Snapchat which foundation you would like to see for day number 12. If you're not following me, it's just at Samantha Jane YT. It will be linked down below. But today it is going to be all about this guy. It is the Covergirl Ready Set Gorgeous foundation. I've had this for a little while, worn it a few times, so this one isn't a full like first impression, but I haven't really worn it enough to really be able to give you a full review. I've also got the Ready Set Gorgeous powder, which is probably a shade too deep for me, but we'll be able to make it work, and some other new products from Covergirl. So let's get started. So this foundation has been around for a little while now. As I mentioned, I have the foundation and the powder. I have tried out the concealer and I hated it. It was liquidy and watery, and I just really did not have good luck with that. This comes in a great little convenient squeezy tube similar to the Covergirl Clean Matte BB, which I absolutely love. You get a full fluid ounce in here, and I feel like this foundation and the Clean Matte BB are some of the most affordable at the drugstore. Retails anywhere in between like $5 and $10, and I feel like I see it on sale quite often, and I just love the packaging. It's super easy, very great for travel, and you can actually see the product inside, so it helps you get a better idea of what shade is going to work for you. I'm wearing the shade 310 Classic Tan, which is what I wear in the Covergirl Outlast 3-in-1 foundation, which I have an older review on, and I will link to that down below, along with the Clean Matte BB review, and I also reviewed the Stay Luminous many years ago, so I will link to all of my Covergirl reviews. But let's go ahead and get into the application of this one. On the Covergirl website, it says, get Insta Gorgeous with Ready Set Gorgeous. This liquid foundation's oil-free formula provides medium coverage to even skin tone and cover imperfections. The result is a flawless, natural look that lasts all day. The built-in powder system fights against shine, pulling oil and sweat away from your face instead of trapping them under your foundation. This comes in 12 different shades as well. To about a medium coverage, probably on the lighter medium side. I'm just feeling a little bit under the weather. I just want something lightweight to even out my skin tone. You definitely can build this up, wear it very lightly on the skin. I think it's quite versatile in that way. Blends really nicely between the brush and the Beauty Blender. I liked both applications. The brush, if you're using something more dense, you'll get a little bit more coverage out of it, but it blends beautifully, really easy, feels super lightweight on the skin, and it also has essentially set. So if you have dry, normal, or maybe combo skin, you could probably get away without using a powder. I'm going to use the Ready Set Gorgeous powder in combination with it so that I can test them out both together, and I'm going to be using some other Covergirl products, so let's get into that. Under my eyes, I'm going to be using the Outlast All Day Concealer. This is fairly new. I don't see it online yet, but I have seen it at Shoppers Drug Mart if you live in Canada. I'm going to leave it to set under my eyes just because the couple of times that I've tried it, it seems to wipe away kind of easily if you don't let it set. So then I'm going to go in with the Easy Breezy Brow, which is something that I have been loving. I wish the brush was like slightly smaller because it's kind of messy, but it also just gives like a really nice like fluffy look to your eyebrows. Like it kind of separates them and they kind of move in different directions, if that makes sense, and I really like that. Then I'm going in with the So Lashy Lash Blast Pro mascara. Oh no. This has got like a ball tip on the end, which I don't know how I feel about. I feel like the brush is just kind of big, and I normally like a big brush. So I didn't really like the way that felt on my eyes. Like it felt like it was literally getting in my eyes, like the brush, but I do like the effect that it gives. Very long and pretty voluminous too. I'm going to try not to disturb this concealer too much. Feels like it's set a bit, so it shouldn't move around, but we'll see. I'm very undecided about that concealer. It's like it has such great potential, but then when you go to blend it out, it kind of disappears. But I'm going to use this Outlast matte setting powder under my eyes in light medium. I've been loving this on my face. I really feel like it helps keep my skin matte. And I ended up with a light medium shade as well, so I figured I might as well use it to set my under eye. Then to set the rest of my face, I'm going to use the Ready Set Gorgeous powder. I think this is a powder foundation. I've never used it that way. Yeah, it is. This is in 315, 320 deep, so just a little bit darker than what I would prefer, especially now that it's winter, but we'll use it anyways. For my highlight today, I'm going to be using the Jewels palette. I am so blown away by these True Naked palettes. The gold shade in here is super soft. Just be careful when you're going in with your brush because it's wedged in between a green and a black. And they don't make the best highlights, but this is so pretty. It's super finely milled. There's no shimmer in there. Like, so impressed. Don't always need to pay the big bucks to get a pop-in highlight. Just gonna put it in the inner corner of my eyes, nose. And then on my lips, I'm going to be using Maroon Meow from the Katy Perry lipstick line, and these are great lipsticks. So now that I have a full face of CoverGirl, I really enjoy the way that everything looks. The foundation, the powder under my eyes, brow product, and lip, oh, and highlight slash eyeshadow, whatever it is, all look really good. The only thing I'm unsure about is the concealer. It just feels kind of hard to work with, and the mascara brush feels invasive, but I was happy with the end product. As for how it looks in photos, I think that it looks fabulous in my studio lighting. It's just a very lightweight foundation, doesn't look heavy or cakey on the skin, but seems to even things out beautifully. And then in photos, there's, I don't know if it's a flashback, there's no listed SPF, but it definitely doesn't look as warm in the photo, but by no means does it look like a huge white cast on my face. So I think that it performed really well. Everything is feeling good and light on my skin, doesn't seem to enhance pores, fine lines, anything like that. So I will check back with you guys at the end of the day. It is currently 8:57. I am back. It is now the end of the day. It is currently 5:49. I swear it's the same day. I just changed my sweater because I was feeling chilly and I wanted to be cozy. And then I also got some of the new shades of the MAC Retro Matte lipsticks in the mail. This one is in the shade Espresso, so I wanted to try it out. But overall, I think that this foundation has held up amazing. I took a nap today, went out and did some last minute Christmas shopping. Did my best not to mess around with my face too much, but I had a very regular day and I think that this held up awesome. I am going to just blot slightly. It still feels really nice on my skin, doesn't feel oily, doesn't really seem like it's faded at all, especially considering I napped, and that is generally the end of it. Now that I have blotted, huge thumbs up for this foundation. I love the way that it feels on my skin, it looks on my skin, it's super lightweight and easy. I think that you could apply this with your fingers, honestly. I love the squeezy tube as well. As for the rest of the CoverGirl products, the brow gel is such a favorite of mine. I just wish that brush was a little bit smaller. The mascara did not flake on me. I normally don't have issues with that though. The highlight stayed in place really well, and then the concealer and powder under my eyes looks good too. As I mentioned, I changed my lip. I actually did that around 12:30 when I ate lunch because I find that a lot of CoverGirl lipsticks are so heavily scented and you can like taste it when you're eating, and I just had to take it off. But I do love that shade, and the line itself is something that I do really like. I just hate the scent of it. So there you have it. That is the end of the 12 days of foundation. As exhausting as this was, I'm a little bit sad now that it's come to a close, but we will chat a little bit further in the new year when I give you a big roundup on everything that I tried. I hope that you have enjoyed this series. I will link to the rest of them down below if you've missed them, and I will of course continue to do my oily skin diaries in the new year. I'll try and do them at least twice a month. Thank you so much for watching and enjoying this series, I hope. If you'd like to connect with me, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat at SamanthaJaneYT, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!